Dear students, in this session, I am going to discuss the other objectives of industrial policies. Under that, their very first objective is self-reliant. The industrial policies is intended or focused on that to make our industries are self-reliant. They need not to depend on the other foreign technologies or foreign companies or the foreign investment for industrial activities. Then the second main objective of industrial policy is encouragement to Indian entrepreneurship. So the Indian industrial policy is intended to give encouragement or continuous support to the Indian entrepreneurship. So with this, there is a possibility of increasing productivity and increased number of employment opportunities. So indirectly, it contributes to the development of economy. Then development of indigenous technology. So, industrial policy is aimed at development of indigenous technology by spending more and more or by giving importance more and more on research and development to develop our own technologies in our industrial activities, either to produce goods and services or to render the services. Then so all this possible if we have a strong and indigenous technology with the help the products our products, that means our India production services can reach to the international standards. So industrial policies is aimed at developing of indigenous technology. Then industrial policy is always focusing on removing of regulatory system. So that means the industrial activity should not be in the few hands. So the industrial policies is intended to remove the regulatory system or controlled by a few sectors. Then increasing competitiveness of industries. So the industrial policies has intention to uh, give a competitive edge for industrial activities. So by giving a continuous support, it's possible to, that competitiveness of our industries can be reached in terms of providing qualitative goods and services or increasing the standards of goods and services to the international level. Then incentives for industrialization for backward areas. So industrial policy is aimed at providing incentives for the industrialization of backward areas where they are lacked in industrial infrastructures. So if there is a possibility of giving incentives or benefits to the industrialization, particularly in the backward areas, so there will be a possibility of regional balance. Then enhancement of support to the small scale industries. The industrial policies is aimed at giving continuous increasing support to the small scale industries to make them competitive in front of large scale industries. So it is possible to uplift the small scale industries by providing continuous support by the governments. Then next one, ensure owning of public undertakings. The industrial policies is having another good objective that confirming the owning of public undertakings. So if there is a more and more public undertakings, there will be a more and more employment opportunities, security, and for the workers as well as for the development of a continuous development and controlled development of industrial activities is possible. The next objective of other objective of industrial policy is protect the interest of workers. So the interest of workers should be protected. So it is the key for any industrial activities. So the industrial policy is aimed at to protect the interest of workers in terms of their uh, health benefits, and there's a development of skills, knowledge, and totally the welfare of employees should be taken care by the industries. So the industrial activities should give proper importance for the interest of for the protection of workers interest. Then abolish the monopoly of any sector. So that means any one sector should not control the all remaining aspects of or other sectors of industrial activities. So the industrial policies is aimed at to avoiding or abolishing the monopoly activity in any business sector or industrial sector. So these are all the other objectives of industrial policies. Thank you.